zoom all the way in, play the zoom script, position the corner. You would actually record your opener here. And swipe to another corner to start your next recording for the loons. Hit record, and then do your hound, clan castle locations. These are just random, for example. Then your loon locations, just one each, on each defense that you want it to target. Obviously, this isn't ideal. Grand Warden, spells not swipeable, ideally, and usually just script your haste and freehand everything else, except maybe OP freeze. Back out, go to auto touch, rename the script if you want. I usually have one script for heroes, one script for loons, unless the heroes can be in the same screen corner that you're deploying the loons from. Double tap the number and it'll select it all, and you can just write over it. This is the quickest way to edit. 2 dashes and however you want to label it. As you can see, the first numbers are like 1400, 1395, 1400-ish. It's selecting a troop on the troop bar. The second one is where it's touching to deploy it. And then I'm double clicking the numbers. On the clan castle, I pressed too long and dragged a little bit, so it recorded my drag. I removed that. There should only be a touchdown and a touch up with 2 use sleeps per touch. And then you want to make sure the numbers are the same, because if they're not, it's going to choose a location in between those 2 numbers randomly as your touch. And then here we're labeling the loons. Right there, I was explaining that the 1400. So now I'm just counting the number of touches here, and then 1400, right? That's the end of the loons at 11:18.37, and that's for copy, paste, and edit purposes. And then the Grand Warden here, and then my drag I'm editing out. Editing use sleep again. The lowest you want it to be is 30,000, otherwise it can glitch. And then I'm changing the locations just so it's not intermittent, even though it doesn't matter on a troop bar, really, as long as it's in the approximate vicinity. Now here's when I drag the spell bar, and I'm realizing it. So you want to edit all that out. You wouldn't actually do that. That's why you don't. A troop bar drag is not consistent. You never really want to have to do that. So here's all my swiping. I'm going to delete all this out. And then the next one is my rage. And double tapping the use sleep saves you so much time if you get that down. It's like the key to doing quick scripts. 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. So like 1 second would be 1 million. And then at the very end it doesn't have a use sleep, so I'm adding the use sleep. If I want to add something after this, like my minions, you want to make sure that use sleep's there at the end. Otherwise it won't transfer over. It'll give you an error. So you have to add that use sleep and then maybe copy paste your minion recording in, or whatever you want to add after that. So I'm going to go back to loons, edit all those, and I'm going to copy and paste them. And as you can see right here, I missed the loon end, the last loon drop. I noticed that when I play it live, so that U-sleep isn't 30,000, so there's going to be a delay. I'm going to go back and edit that later. Also, there are hotkeys for like scripts. You see how I loaded the menu earlier to record, and you'll see I loaded to play. You can preset a hotkey, so you just like press and hold the volume up button while you're in the middle of a raid, and it'll just start your script. So if you're already zoomed out, you're freehanding your opener or doing a queen walk, and then you're to the point where you want to deploy your loons, you just press the volume up. You can edit that in the auto touch settings. And this is where I notice there's a delay. So I'm going to go back to auto touch, locate where my delay is, edit it, could be copy paste. You'll see here when I pull up the menu, it'll say, I'll hit the zoom out, and then there's the play later on the right button. That's what would preset my loons to play later on the volume up button. And you just want to make sure the play later is activated by the volume up button in the auto touch settings. And you can only preload one script at a time. So you would have to freehand whatever opener you had and then the play later for that to work effectively.